to the Dress Up Mom. Hello. I recently visited my son Dane, who lives up in West Hollywood, and had an opportunity to do some vintage clothes shopping with him up in the Hollywood area. We visited 3 places, and in this video I'm going to tell you about our experience at all 3. But first, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a regular viewer and subscriber, I absolutely love you. Thank you. If you are new to my channel and like what you're seeing, please subscribe. It's the button, it's here. It means everything to me. I'm trying to grow this channel. Also, we are on all the social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Dress Up Mom, hashtag The Dress Up Mom, and you can check us out there too. Like I was saying, we were up visiting my son, Dane, in the West Hollywood area where he lives for a weekend, had a great time. And we got to shoot out for a couple hours and explore some of the vintage clothes places up there that I've been wanting to check out. So we went to Iguana Vintage, which we'll show you first. Then we went to a place that I follow on Instagram called Vintage on Hollywood. And then right next door, there's a new place that opened up called Starday. We went to those 3. Had very different experiences at all 3, and so I'm going to take you through that right now. We started by driving down Hollywood Boulevard, so iconic, everything that you picture. The Walk of Stars, we were walking all through there. Now, Hollywood is not really the nicest part of LA, but it is a fun place to go. So here we are in front of Iguana Vintage. The kids are walking in now. Like I said, this place is enormous. It takes up almost a block, and it is a good 2 stories tall, but super fun, and it just is loaded with everything that you can imagine. The sign for the 501 Levi's definitely got me. They are my favorite thing ever invented, and boy, was there an excellent selection of them here at Iguana Vintage. I had just gotten some, so I was stocked up on my Levi's 501s, but certainly the next time that I need them, I am heading over here, and the price was definitely right. The sheer amount of product in this place was amazing, and there were multiples of everything you can imagine. There were tons of accessories, a lot of hats, all sorts of things from different decades in very good shape, and just enormous. I mean, look at all the just overalls that there were. So it was really nice and fun. Dane loved all the hats. We had a great time trying things on, but it was also just a bit too big. I don't know. We were even walking downstairs as if the top part isn't big enough. There's a whole downstairs section that's just about the same size as that. So it was almost for this trip for me too much. There was just too much inventory. It wasn't curated as much as I would have liked for at least my habit there. I wasn't looking for anything specific. I guess if I was, maybe I could have gone right to that section. It was fun though, but just a little bit overwhelming for some reason. We then headed to another part of the Hollywood area. This was a little nicer area. I loved this street sign as we were headed to Vintage on Hollywood. It is a place that I follow on Instagram, and they have some really, really nice pieces. At least that's what it looked like on Instagram. So I was really excited to get in there and check Vintage on Hollywood out. As you can see, this is much smaller, super well curated. These pieces were amazing. They were so beautiful. They were mostly, I think, from sort of all the way through the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Wonderful pieces. Dane just had so much fun trying them on. Everything looked great on him. And this was a really fun place to go, and you had a nice sense of different eras. The thing is, very pricey. It was quite pricey, again, because they were really nice vintage pieces, and they were from, very old and in great shape, but just a little bit too much for us, even though we had a lot of fun. At least Dane did, trying it on. At this point, we had not bought anything, and we kind of thought we were going to just give up. And then right next door, we spied this place called Starday that I think is fairly new to the area. So we thought we would just kind of hop in there and take a look around. And I'm so glad we did. I sort of felt like Goldilocks that day. The first place was too big. The second place was nice but too pricey. Here we were at finally our right stop, Starday Vintage, which was just perfect. There was the same great mix of 40s through 80s, maybe a little bit of 90s goods, a good men's section and a good women's section, lots of accessories, shoes, even a couple of items for the home and some fun magazines that were vintage and kind of fun to look through. So the thing about this, though, they were in really good shape, but not as pricey, probably half the price as the place next door. And they fit really well. So I'll just kind of show you some of the things that we tried on and had a lot of fun with that day.
That's
You like this one?
awesome.
Over that one?
They're both great.
This one's sick.
Love, love, love this jacket that I picked up. It fits perfectly. The sleeves I can roll up or have taken down. And it was actually made in Japan in 1960 something. It's this beautiful fabric, and this is like a satin on top of it. It feels great. I absolutely love, love, love it. I like this. I think that I'm gonna get it and belt it, or I can also wear it open as a jacket, or I can tie it up. I love the colors. It feels wonderful.
We found our place after stopping at 3 different ones. Dane, what are you getting and why?
So I'm getting this vintage 50s shirt. I've just seen nothing like it. It's so cute. It was so comfortable.
It looks great.
These are so cool. This also, never seen anything like it. This
Pendleton,
is so cool.
it's amazing with the like belt and the velvet. It looks
So
great
cool.
on you.
And then this little 50s shirt, I mean, LA
Yeah.
gays are wearing this now, but like from Zara, and this is like a legit one. It's
Yeah.
so comfortable, kind of different.
Yeah,
so
love
cute.
it. Yay!
Win! I'm
Yay!
so excited.
Say, leave it to your mom to find you a vintage
know.
place in LA.
Leave it to the dress-up mom.
So I love the pieces that I bought at Starday, and I'm going to show them again. So this you can't really tell, but it's a knit. It's a knit fabric, and it's very Missoni-like to me. It reminds me of some of the Missoni stuff. It's from the 60s. It's in fantastic shape. There's no snags, nothing, no rips. Oh, the colors. This was actually in the men's section. Both pieces that I got were from the men's section, which I like to check out in vintage places because a lot of times I find things there. I'm really happy with this. Totally different and unique. I haven't seen anything like this. And even the lady that runs a shop says she's never seen a men's one of these come in. So love it. I showed you in pretty much detail this incredibly cool tuxedo type blazer that I'm also going to love wearing in pristine condition. And this is going to go with some of my work things or to dress up things at night. And I love it. Each one of these pieces is very old, from the 60s, 50s. Each was under $100. I think this jacket was about $60 and the other top was something like $50. So that I thought was pretty reasonable for what we got and for the great condition that these were in and the fact that they are vintage and really nicely made pieces. So I kind of felt a little bit like Goldilocks on this journey that we took on this particular day. One of the places to me was a little too big, one was nice but a little too pricey, and then finally found the third one, which was just right. So it just kind of shows every day is a little bit different, every city's a little bit different, and if you kind of keep looking around, you'll find something usually that works for you. So I would love to know where you go. in the Hollywood area or even in LA for vintage shopping. It's not that far for me to go from San Diego. I thought there was a lot of selection and a lot of great pieces. So it was fun. I want to head up there again. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.